So what the other awesome thing about ViewRanger is you can record your route. So what I was saying with these breadcrumbs, so these are actually routes I've recorded, and these blue lines are routes that I've created or followed. So you can see that, like, this blue line, you can tell that I made this route one day, and then another day I went out and followed it, and that's the breadcrumb. Yeah, you can see that I pretty much stuck to it. Not always. Sometimes, you can, when you make routes, you can actually hit each waypoint too, and you can, because these are the waypoints, these little circles here. You can change these circles, and you can add notes. You can say, okay, so at this turn, we're gonna go into this in more detail, because this is stuff that you have to do on the computer, not on the app. But what I'm saying is that you can do that. So once you've made this route, you can make this waypoint, for instance, or this turn, a different symbol. I sometimes make them arrows to say that this is an optional route, or right here you can do something different, and then you can note that in the waypoint, say optional detour or optional extension of the route, just so you know. Okay, so once you've created a route, what's great about ViewRanger is when you record that route and you finish the route, you can export that into a GPX file and then add it to Strava, just like you would with anything else. So you don't have to use Strava, you can completely abandon Strava and just use one app for everything. And you don't have to have two apps running in the background. ViewRanger is a great tool, but what's good too is you don't have to sacrifice, uploading your routes to other things like Strava. So to start to record a track, you would hit record, very simple. You would hit mountain biking, and then it's recording, that's it. Now it's not recording here, it's recording, you always have to hit the compass. Compass will always tell you position, and what's great about that is that you can always move this map around and not worry that you're going to lose where you were. And whenever you do want to go back to where you were, you just hit that compass. So now you can see that I'm back here, I'm recording my route. Wherever I go, it will record. Hit pause track, finish, save track. I wouldn't worry about the name, but you can if you want. From here you go to these dotted lines and you have to export to GPX. It's going to save the GPX file to your phone. Done. Go to Chrome or your browser. Have your upload route page from Strava saved as a favorite, so you can always just hit it straight away. Log in. Choose Files. Internal storage, all the way down to ViewRanger. What's weird is it sorts it, so your latest ride is at the bottom, not the top. Don't know why. So you go all the way down. It saved it as the date. You can change that, but I just save it as the date. Upload your ride. I have it set, my privacy set to default as private, so it's not going to matter that I upload this. Hit save, and then once you've saved it, it diverts you back to the app. And that's it. So super easy. You do need internet to upload your route. I think you do on Strava anyway, so no different there. Super easy. Go back to ViewRanger. Okay, so now we're gonna look at following routes dead quick, or routes that I've made. So like I said, the blue lines are routes I've made. Now, it really doesn't matter if you follow it or if you just record a ride. It really doesn't matter. What's nice about ViewRanger is it's once you've hit record or follow, it's always going to be recording until you stop it. Nothing will stop that recording. Even if you turn your phone off by accident, if it runs out of battery, if there's ever a problem, and your phone is off and then goes back on, it'll revert. It'll automatically start recording again. There's never any glitches. There's never any issues. If you're losing your route, it's saving it to the memory always until you hit stop. So that's a really good peace of mind that this is a really good, reliable app. You'll never lose your ride or your route, even if your phone crashes or if you need to change your battery, or you can always know that it's recording again once the phone restarts, as long as you don't hit stop. So we've looked at how to record a route. Now, if I have a route here, like you can see that it starts here and it finishes here. So if I really want to follow this route, I hit start route. And basically hitting start route is the same as hitting record, but it means that it's going to give you more information on your progress of a route that you've created and give you more like elevation information and stuff. I always hit start from here. I never hit get directions because you're always going to be a little bit off from where you created your route. Mountain biking. So you can see that it's the next waypoint is 10 miles away. So let's go back to. But this is the navigation. It's kind of basic, but you can change. I don't really use these pages, but you can change all this stuff if you want. So I have it set to a graph, and my sunset and my elevation. So if you ever go off the route when you're recording, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It'll just tell you that you're off the route and that you're this far away from it. So you don't have to use the follow the route feature. You can just hit record and still follow that route manually. So what I mean by that is, let's say we're going to hit record. We're going to follow this route here, this blue one here, okay? Pretty crazy route, huh? Just a bike packing one I made. So all we have to do really is just hit record. Mountain biking. Okay, so now it's recording. This is in the record page, so I can still look at all my routes and it'll tell me where I am. The downside to not following a route is that you don't really get like the elevation graphs and stuff, and it won't tell you like your progress on the ride, but not a big deal. It was useful when I was racing Downeyville and stuff, that I could see that I was halfway or 75% the way by just looking at my watch. Side note, ViewRanger is fully compatible with Wear OS, which is all Android watches. So it has loads of cool features. Lots of times I don't even need to pull my phone out. I can just check out my watch and see where I am, or look at the maps, or see my progress. So that's the basics of covering following and recording routes and tracks. Okay, so let's just quickly, to access your tracks, you just go right here. These are all my tracks. If you want to see a track, just hit it. Go to the map. Look at tracks. Sometimes the tracks are hidden or they don't show. You can just hit show all tracks or hide all tracks. Sometimes it's good to hide them all because the map will get kind of bloated with all the stuff that you're looking at. So I'm going to hit hide all routes too. So now you can see that my map is super clean. There's no like crap on it. There's no routes. There's no breadcrumbs. But I still know that they're there. They're just hidden. And what's nice is I I have these little points of interest that I've made. These points of interest are either trailheads that I've noticed, or just areas that I'm interested in. So like this is the resort, and it's just quick access to those areas without kind of looking on the map and like fumbling around trying to figure out where it is. So that would be a good alternative using the search feature. The other thing is I've got a couple of waypoints with the parking symbol, so I know that these are good parking areas or something. So that's tracks and routes. When we're going to go on, the next tutorial is going to be on the computer, which is using using your computer with ViewRanger gives you a lot more tools and a lot more cool features that you can kind of synchronize and utilize with your phone later. So I'm going to quickly just show you a couple of things on the computer next.